Welcome to Girls Who Talk Goals. I'm Kristy.
I'm Natalie.
And I'm Emilie.
We are creating an empowering community where we inspire each other to step out of our comfort zones
And fill each other's cups one conversation at a time.
We're all just trying to figure out life, so let's go on this journey together.
Now let's jump into today's episode. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Ready.
Ready as all
go. I know. Okay. Hello and welcome to Girls Who Talk Goals. I'm Natalie.
I'm Kristy.
And I'm Emilie.
We're so excited to be here. We are coming to you from the comfort of my dad's house. So shout out to my dad because we totally rearranged his entire living room. Him and Diana.
Yeah.
They're the sweetest. They're letting us use their space and their furniture. So
Yes, thank you, Jim.
thank you so much.
So appreciative.
Great man. Great.
We wanted to keep things pretty cozy for this episode just because it's the intro episode. We want you guys to get to know us and just why we're doing what we're doing. We're using audio and we're also doing a visual for those of you who are watching on Spotify or YouTube, so you can do either. And we'll just kind of get into it. So
Yeah, because you might be wondering, what are three girls from Central Illinois doing starting a podcast?
yeah, we wondered that too.
We're going to get into the why behind why we decided to do this and then how we all got connected. We are all within the real estate industry, and that's kind of the base of our connection. But Natalie and Emilie have actually known each other longer. When was it that you guys met?
It was after college. Well,
Yeah.
we knew each other throughout school.
Yeah, we went to school together.
We didn't run with the same crowd.
We didn't.
so-
No, we weren't that close. I don't think
No.
we had any classes together, honestly.
No.
I don't remember you at all.
No.
No, I'm serious. Like,
she didn't get out. She didn't do much.
I didn't get,
either,
no, I was a home buddy. We traveled with my family.
Yeah.
I did golf or tennis, so it wasn't like, I don't know.
Our
Did you?
paths just didn't really cross.
No, they didn't cross at all
Yeah.
until after college did we
Mhm.
actually get close.
Right.
And so probably for the past, it was a 5 year, no, we graduated 6 years ago maybe.
So like 4. or
So maybe
5.
4 years
Yeah.
that we've been actually really close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah.
We've seen it all.
I love that though. It's kind of like you guys were supposed to meet when you were supposed to meet.
Exactly.
It's always
Yeah.
funny how like you're at the same place or you live in the same town as somebody, but you don't really know them until like it's time for you guys to
agree.
meet.
Exactly. Yes. Until
That is
fate
so true.
introduces each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like our story because Emilie slid into my DMs
Scandalous.
approximately like a year ago, I think on April
Yep.
18th.
We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary.
We're
Yes.
celebrating big this year.
That's why we have the champagne.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was you said. What did you say?
I think I said something along the lines of like, hey, I see you killing it in real estate in Decatur, and I had just gotten my license.
Miss Kitty's here as well, if you can hear that.
Yeah. So sorry. I had been in real estate just for a little bit, but I didn't know what I was doing. And you just looked like you knew what you were doing. So I'm like, you know what? I want to be friends with that girl. I was like, I want to be you. So I think I just asked you to lunch or dinner or something.
Mm-hmm.
And just to talk about, just being young and female and in real estate. So.
Yeah, because there are very few of us. Usually,
Yeah. So you need friends.
Yeah, exactly. Just people you can relate to and who understand the struggles that you're already going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys meet again? So you did the DMs,
Mm-hmm.
and then when did you actually meet in person?
I don't think we first DM'd each other in April of last year, and then we were both so busy that we didn't end up meeting until like the summer. And then we finally got lunch, and I think the lunch was like 3 to 4 hours long because there was so much to unpack.
First date. The first
Yeah.
date.
Which
First date,
is
we hit it off.
also every single date I have with Natalie and Emilie, we are together for at least over 3 hours, I would say.
Yeah, but it feels like 30 minutes.
It does.
I'm like,
Never
I
long
didn't
enough.
even get to the point I wanted to make.
Like,
Yeah.
wait.
Wait, I have more to say.
Exactly. So at this point, I still don't know who Natalie is.
Yeah.
And I had told Emilie we had met so we got lunch several times, and then my husband and I had planned this trip in November or December of last year to go to Colorado. And we've been a handful of times, love it there. But this time we are going to be going to a different city every single day.
Which is so much fun.
Yes. So we were there, and it was like the second or third day of being in Colorado. We were in like a little ski town called Leadville. Population's like 600. Don't know how we found it, but we did.
I love that.
And we posted a picture, I think, of the mountains. And then you, Emilie, slid up on my story. And I can't remember what you said either, other than like you were on a plane on the way to Colorado.
Well, and to backtrack that, we weren't even supposed to be there.
Right.
Which is the craziest part, because honestly, it was just within 48 hours, my aunt and uncle live out there. They own a brokerage. So it just, miracles happened where we had the opportunity to go out, literally, to go out there and just for a week. And we ended up jumping on the opportunity 24 hours later, getting on a plane. And luckily we have those jobs where we can do that.
I love that.
But spontaneous to a T. And so, which we're not normally.
No,
so,
I was freaking out. I was like, I can't.
Well, and I was like, okay, are we going to drive? Are we going to fly? Because it's very expensive to go into Aspen.
Right.
It's also a long drive, though, through the mountains and everything.
And then to go for a week.
Snowing. Yeah. Her aunt even was like, no,
don't drive. Don't do that.
Please don't.
And so, it was just a crazy chance that we were even there. So within 24 hours, we were there. When we landed into Aspen, that's when I think you saw the story, because you showed me.
Yeah, and I responded to her and I was like, oh my God.
Where are you?
I was like, Kristy's in Colorado. I completely forgot. I remember you had told me like sometime in December, but again, this was chaotic, and so I forgot.
And then backtrack, because you sharing this with me on the plane.
Yeah.
You know when you're best friends with somebody and you're like, oh, your other friend's here. Oh my God.
Yeah, like, wow.
How fun.
Don't forget about me.
Wait, what do you mean? So how long you guys know each other?
Yeah, you did say that. I was like, oh, Kristy's here. She's like, your other friend.
And Abby did that as well, who we went with.
That's so true.
It's just so funny. It's so funny.
I was like, no, but you're gonna love her. I promise.
There is always that, like, oh, well, she's mine.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I'm so glad you said that.
So I slid up and I was like, oh my God, I forgot you were going to be here.
Yeah.
Like, we just landed. Like, where are you guys at? And you were like, oh, we're coming to Aspen just for the day. And I'm like, oh my God.
Like, are you serious?
We just
what
landed
are the
in
odds?
Aspen.
Right.
Yes.
The odds are so, I don't believe in coincidences.
No.
The odds are so, is it big or small?
Small.
Small odds. Big odds?
Small odds. The odds are so small. Yeah.
Yeah, they're slim.
Okay.
Yeah, they're slim. They're
Whatever.
So for all of us to be there?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So we were driving to Aspen, and then they ended up getting there. I mean, we were only there a few hours before, like, you guys officially, like, your plane landed in Aspen. Because your flight wasn't straight to Aspen, right? Or
No.
was it?
We had a layover, didn't we?
Yeah,
No,
or
not
something.
there.
No.
Coming home we did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
anyways, we waited for them. Then we ended up meeting up. We walked around with them. Then we went and got drinks, and
Yeah, we shopped
yeah.
all
No,
afternoon.
we didn't buy
We
anything.
didn't buy anything.
We
We
browsed.
shopped.
If you've ever
We didn't
been
buy
to
anything.
Aspen,
We went into the shops.
and
And
you're
then we
from
went
Central Illinois,
right back
you
out.
browsed.
Yes. Yeah, we window shopped.
Yeah.
And then we ended up, we got coffee, walked around all downtown, and then we ended up at this bar tavern. I think it was like the Aspen
Tap house.
Tap house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we stayed there for hours
Yeah.
and
So
just
fun.
talking. Honestly, just like getting to know each
Just
other.
connecting.
Just connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there wasn't a moment of silence. It was
No.
just like immediately hit it
Yeah,
off.
well-
And immediate, like, deep dive connections.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
not surface
No.
level whatsoever.
No, not like, oh, what do you like about Colorado? No. And I feel like we would have been there all night had you guys not had dinner reservations.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and yes.
100%.
And we're like,
Yes.
oh, but like,
And it was
Where are you
somewhere-
going? Where are you going?
I know. And if that place you didn't have to make a reservation, we all would have went.
Wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Steakhouse 316 or something.
Yeah, best place I've
Yeah.
ever eaten in my life. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, well,
And then
just because we hit it off so well,
yeah.
you guys stayed another day.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because after we got done that night, Andrew and I were like headed back to change before we went to dinner.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, what did you think about them? Because he had never met Emilie before either. And then
Yeah.
it was like the both of you and Abby too. And just, he was like, I think they're pretty great. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love them.
I'm in love.
Like, I just feel like my energy, my spirit was lifted. And him and I have had so many conversations about how, you know, we don't have a lot of people
Yeah.
in our lives who, like, raise the bar of where we want to
Right.
be. And it's so nice to be around people who do that.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, because right when we started talking that night, it was like, so what are your goals?
Yeah.
So
where do you see yourself?
Where do you see
So-
yourself? Do you want to move here? Do you want to move here?
So how
with
much
us
money
next
do you
year?
make?
Yeah. It was so deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as
but
soon
like
as-
that's just what we talk about.
That's just, yeah, that's normal for us.
yeah.
And as soon as we left,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I love her. I was like, she's my best friend now.
Yeah.
Like, we're all best friends.
That was I love it.
Hold on. No, she's
The
like,
tables
acting
have
the group.
actually
Yeah.
turned.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was just automatically like it was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Fate.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So
Things
then,
like that just don't happen. They
No.
happen for a reason.
yeah. So then you
100%.
stay an extra day,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Andrew ended up going snowboarding with your family. Your
Yes, my
and-
uncle.
Yeah.
they went all afternoon, and
Yeah.
they hit it off. They
Best
had a
friends.
bromance.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It was just-
Andrew
And then-
wants to go back just so they can hang out.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, we're moving there, so.
Perfect.
But
best
anyway, so yeah, the next morning we met you at the coffee shop to do some work and emails.
Yes.
What was that called?
The Gorsuch Cafe.
Gorsuch Cafe, right
Yes.
downtown, right by Ajax. If you've ever been to Aspen,
Yeah, bottom of the mountain.
bottom of the mountain.
Yeah.
And we did some work on our computer there, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
Because I love working remote, to being able to do those things.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with a group of people, because, I love that we are all within the same industry because
Yes.
our hours, we can just go and do that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was so much fun.
And everyone had their dog there.
Everybody
so it
had
was
a
just,
dog.
Oh, the
my
vibes.
Yeah.
Were just great.
Yeah.
They were
Unmatched.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
then we spent the afternoon together. They were snowboarding, and then we took the gondola up to the top of the mountain for lunch
Mhm.
and talked with Tom, and Amy went. Shout out to my aunt and uncle
Yes.
and my cousins because
Yeah.
they're the best. It was the best trip ever.
It was. Yes. Thank you, Amy and
Yeah,
Tom.
thank you, Amy. Thank you for Anderson for letting us have his room
Yeah, that's
where we
right.
stayed with them. And
Yeah.
then shout out to Ava Marie because we had to stay an extra day because of a snowstorm because it got delayed coming back.
Yeah.
And so we ended up going to her opening night of the Nutcracker.
Mm-hmm.
Aw,
Their
how
ballet,
fun.
and
It was
so
so
it was
fun.
amazing. Yeah, got to give her flowers and everything. It was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
It was so fun.
So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah,
Yeah, we went to the top of the mountain and we had lunch and
Yeah.
we talked again about real estate. Just
Yeah.
like Tom was telling us like some crazy stories about how
It's
real
totally
estate
different.
is so different. Yeah, in
the
Aspen.
luxury market.
Yeah, and so that was so cool to get to listen to him too.
Yeah,
and
because-
pick his brain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're coming from $140,000 is our average sales price, and then
Yeah,
they're-
125 here, maybe where
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah,
45.
So we're like, yeah, we're a little bit lower here.
But yeah,
Less
it's totally
inventory.
different.
and then there it's millions of dollars.
Yeah, just crazy. But yeah, we had lunch, and then what time did you guys leave that day?
I feel like you don't leave till later.
Yeah, we ended up staying longer because of you guys. I
Yeah.
think sometime in the evening.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that. It was amazing.
Yeah.
4 hours.
So it was amazing.
And then fast forward,
Yeah, fast forward.
we get back home.
It was holidays, so we really didn't see each other for
like a month.
Right.
A month
And
or
just
two.
getting back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Work,
Super-
catching up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you guys maybe had lunch, maybe once, maybe twice.
Yeah, we got together once.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't know, lunch or dinner, whatever.
yeah.
But
And
yeah,
then-
and then we all met.
Yeah.
And that's where
That's where it gets good, guys.
That's where the fun happened.
That's
Yeah.
why we're here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up meeting in Sullivan, just a town nearby at a coffee shop, and we
Mhm.
stayed there probably for a couple hours.
Literally, they were
At least.
closing. I
They were
think they
closing.
wanted us to leave, and
We were like,
Yeah.
please,
Yes.
no.
we were
Yeah.
like, where else do we go?
Yeah.
Like, is there anywhere else?
No, there is not.
Yeah, and so I ended up having
A brilliant idea.
Brilliant idea, thank you.
Yes.
business venture, whatever you want to call it.
I told Kristy
Yeah.
that you had a business proposition.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
That was your.
And she was like, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go get coffee,
Yeah.
and within like 5 minutes, Natalie
I'm like,
was
okay, let's cut to the chase.
like, we should start a podcast. And we're like, okay.
Say
When we
less,
start-
Natalie.
yeah,
That's
when we
all you
start-
have to say. If
Yeah.
it's with you guys, I'm
Yes.
in.
Yeah,
She's
it was
like-
just amazing. I
she's
had
like,
the
"All right."
idea, and then it took all of us just coming together
kinda
and meeting in
cultivated.
Aspen, and yeah,
Yeah.
to actually make it happen.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It just was the right timing.
it just made sense.
It made sense, and so
Yeah.
we spent the rest of the afternoon kind of brainstorming
Mm-hmm.
of what it was, our name, how we
Yeah.
got there.
Which was honestly so easy to
It
figure
really
out what our
was.
name was.
It really
Yeah,
was.
I think
because it embodies what
exactly.
we talk about every time.
Yeah. What
We
talk
wrote
about who
down
we are.
like words that we like.
that resonate with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were just writing, like, we were even texting, like, words to each other.
Yeah, all
like,
night.
envision, like, I mean, all these different things.
strategy and
Yeah.
empowerment and
Yeah.
synergy, all these like just fun words that we love.
Yeah.
And then we landed on Girls Who Talk Goals.
Yeah.
Because that's
Who
literally
we are.
That's just
what
what
we
it was.
do.
We want it. It's so hard to put this into words, and we were trying to come up with that a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Doing our mission statement, if you will.
Yeah.
But like that feeling where you meet with people and then you're talking with them and you're leaving with your cup filled.
You're so inspired
You're so
to
inspired, you're
just do more.
motivated.
Yes.
But it's that feeling. And whatever that feeling is, that's what we want this to be.
Yeah.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how do you put that feeling into a sentence? You
Yes.
you
And a
can't.
brand.
Yeah.
Right.
And so
Right.
that's what this
Yeah.
is, or what it is going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Creating a community where you come to this conversation with us every time and you get inspired and you feel motivated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you learn to dream bigger, and
Yes.
we are people who would never laugh at each other for
no.
setting huge goals, like
No.
but then a lot of other people that like family that
They
maybe
do.
just doesn't understand, they're ones to laugh at your goals.
They are.
Yeah. People who don't dare to dream big.
People in your circle is the most important
That's
thing.
it. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's scared to dream. And,
Right.
like, when you talk about it, some people are just too small-minded. They don't understand. It's all
No.
of the reasons why you can't do it, none of the reasons that you can.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Your support system and who you're around
Mm-hmm.
that can make you better or not.
Yeah.
Right.
And so once we found this group, we're like, okay, well, this
Yeah.
is it. This is what we're doing.
This
Yeah.
is it. We're
And we're all
locked
in.
in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's basically our little backstory essentially.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So today going into just
why
why we're doing it.
Yeah.
So,
How
yeah.
we met and why we landed here, and what we hope to give people too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, we hope
Yeah.
you walk away leaving inspired
Yeah.
with your guys' cups always full, because
Yes.
that's how we feel consistently.
Whether or not you're going to work or you're watching it while you're working out or while you're getting ready on YouTube or Spotify,
Yeah.
we just want you to be a part of our community that we
Yeah.
are going to be constantly growing.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, we don't have it figured out. We're just
No.
going to be sharing
No.
our experiences too through, our careers and
Yeah.
maybe traveling and life experiences.
Sharing the emotion
and
behind
just- Yeah, and just how we've grown from it and what we've learned from it too. So we don't have it figured out.
Yeah.
But
Does
nobody-
anybody
I
ever
was
have
gonna
it
say,
figured out?
Nobody ever.
We
No.
have to go for it, and that's
Yeah.
what this is. We're going for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So come along on the ride with
Join
us.
us.
for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope you are feeling inspired and ready to listen after hearing this intro episode.
Yes.
I hope that you are encouraged to give us a follow, to join our community,
Mm-hmm.
to give us ideas on what you want to see,
Yeah.
because we want this to be all inclusive to everybody
Yeah.
listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Join
And
us
just
along for the ride.
Join us along for the ride. So, so you'll be able to listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna launch a couple episodes on day one, on launch day. That way you can, binge watch it.
Yeah.
Binge watch or listen to us.
Get a feel.
Get a
for
feel
what
for it.
we're talking about.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this intro episode, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.